So whether you like him or love him, when President Trump's tax law expires, you're going to be paying more taxes. The Tax Cut and Jobs Act, or TCJA, commonly referred to as the Trump Tax Law or Trump Tax Act, was implemented in December 2017. So if it expires in 2025, like it's set to do, all of our taxes are going to go up. And over the next few minutes, I'm going to break down what that means to you, to me, and to every business in America. My name is Daniel Cotts. I'm a licensed tax attorney. I help people in all 50 states get their ass off their back so they can move on with their lives. So let me give you a quick overview of Trump's tax law. When the law was introduced, there were numerous changes to the tax code. First, they actually more than doubled the standard deduction. Next, huge corporate tax cuts, slashed from 35 to 21%. They made changes to deductions and exemptions, such as the child tax credit. A lot of people were upset with the corporate tax rate being reduced so far, but that's what drives our economy. When corporations have less taxes to pay and invest more of their earnings back into the business, it drives the economy, creates jobs, and puts money back in the economy. They also had a major increase in the estate tax exemption. For example, if somebody passed away in 2017 before this was implemented, they had roughly $5.5 million estate tax exemption. The Trump Tax Act increased that to what's now $13 million indexed for inflation. The bottom line is the Trump Tax Act cut taxes for individuals across the board. But let's look a little deeper into what will happen if the law is allowed to expire as it's set to in 2025. The first thing that's going to happen is we're going to revert to pre-2018 tax rates. What that means is your tax rate's going up. The second thing that's going to happen is that standard deduction that everybody enjoys now at $13,000 is going to go back to right around $5,000. The next thing that we're going to see is a reduction in the standard deduction. This means that a lot of people are going to go back to itemizing their taxes more. Without the big standard deduction, they'll itemize, which means a lot more work and a lot higher bill for their CPA. The personal exemption will return that was eliminated under the Trump Tax Act that will make it come back, which means you will have some more exemptions you can claim. A big thing is there's going to be major changes to the child tax credit. That's probably going to decrease significantly, which could really affect families across the nation. And in regards to corporate taxes, that's a constant fight. It was recently made permanent, but nothing's ever permanent in the government. So corporate taxes could very easily go back up, which actually hurts the economy. So what does this all mean to you? First, it's about your increased tax burden. Most people are going to have higher taxes, which means less disposable income. This also means consumer spending is going to go down. People are being taxed more, they have less disposable income, so they're going to have less to spend. The third thing is federal tax revenue. And theoretically, higher tax rates means more tax revenue. But in all actuality, the U.S. government has had record tax revenue over the last 3 years compared to any time in its history. The government's collected more in taxes than any other time. It's a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know, you decide. Another thing that we can't ignore is market reactions. The market always reacts when tax law changes. It's going to be volatile. Let's see what's going to happen. As we approach the expiration date of the Trump Tax Act, you're going to see a lot more talk about what's going to happen or what could happen. Now you know what the impact is going to be for you. If you have any more questions, contact my law firm in the description or check out the rest of my content on my channel. I make videos like this informing the public of what happens with tax law and how to deal with the IRS. Don't let the IRS dictate your life. No matter where you're located across the U.S., I can help get the IRS off your back, out of your life. Contact Cotts Law today and let's start building your defense against the IRS.